couple of blue metallics, and we're gonna use pearl as well. And I think I'm gonna use pearl and taupe on my background. And then we're gonna paint our ornament blue with a little bit of light blue and pearl somewhere in it. And then look, you guys, remember that vase? Remember this vase that I did that Christmas tree out of in the shattered circle? Remember that vase that's like mercury glass and pearl? I had a couple of little pieces left, so we're gonna make a bow out of that vase. And I have some blue vitrigraph we're gonna use, and a little donut bead and some bugle beads. And we're gonna make a super fun ornament. So who is ready to get this party started? All right, I'm gonna leave that there. Let me get myself organized. And this vitrigraph is spectacular. This is called, it's from JL Glass, as always, and it's called Light Aqua Blue. It is fantastical. Love it so much. Light Aqua Blue from JL Glass. It is so, so, so pretty. All right, so let's go ahead and get ourselves started. We're gonna paint our background, then we'll get that dry, and we're gonna get on to this ornament. I'm doing a really fun shape, so I hope that you will like it. Let me rinse my brush. I've been painting a little bit today, trying to get ahead of myself. And I think I'm gonna start with pearl. I really need one that is, yeah, this one. This one's about out and it's just spits, and we don't want that. All right, so let me see if I can't, here comes Steven. Let me see if I can, it's got the plastic on it. I'm just gonna do it like this. We're just gonna do it like this. I'm gonna pour a little. Oh, don't be excessive. And I'm just gonna cover the whole canvas with the pearl. And there's like some thickness to that somehow. So I'm gonna cover the whole top of the canvas with the pearl, and I'm just going in all directions, but then I was gonna say we'll straighten it up, but I think we're gonna just keep it blotchy, random. Just kind of go, make X's and go in all different directions, because we don't want it to be perfect. We don't care if this is blotchy. We want a little bit of texture. So I got the whole thing covered with the pearl, metallic pearl. Hey, y'all. And I think I'm gonna add a little bit of this metallic taupe. He hadn't made it in the door yet, girl. He is slow as Christmas when you're 10 years old. Hang on, let me get a plate. I'm gonna put a little bit of this taupe. I don't know how much of it I want, but I'm just gonna, and my brush is still dirty with the pearl, but I'm just gonna get a little bit on my brush, and I think I'm just gonna kind of go in a very light top to bottom, minimal. I'm not gonna do a lot in the middle because I don't wanna have to fight my ornament. Just a little bit of movement going up and down. Now let's get a droplet of this is called Ice Blue Metallic. All of these are metallics. That one was super thick, and it's brand new. I just opened it, so I don't know. I guess it's better than being thin and runny, who knows. So this is the Ice Blue, still using this dirty brush. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of that Ice Blue on my brush, and let's do a little bit of that. I'm glad you like your new brushes. I like mine too. I'm trying to use them, but it's like, y'all know how I am with my brushes, right? I am terrible about keeping them clean, and I'm so worried I'm gonna mess them up. But I guess if I do, I do. There's nothing to be done about it, right? Just a little bit of movement here and there. I'll get a little on that edge. just to give our ornament a little background. Hey, hey, hey. How you doing? Oh, hey, hey brought red coffee. Hey, hey brought red coffee. All right, now I'm gonna get this dry so we can trace our ornament onto our canvas. Yes, the palette knives too. Palette knives. Hey, if you're coming to the live event next week and you're watching this right now, if you can remember to bring your nippers, like your wheeled nippers or your mosaic nippers, try to remember to do that. If you don't worry, we have your back. But I don't really have enough for everybody, but we can share if you don't bring them. So. But if you can think about it, bring your, Catherine said hello. Everybody is saying hello. Thank you. Oh, look. Red coffee and a coffee mug. That looks dirty. Okay. Oh, my Lord. You're a heathen. He gave me an Ole Miss mug. Ole Miss mug in the house. I don't know who you think he's messing with. He think he funny. He think he funny. All right. Everybody take a moment and have a sip. I'm going to wipe off, see if I can rub that Ole Miss off of there. All right. Cheers, my friends. Ooh, there's debris in my red coffee. Oh, well. Guess it won't kill me. All right, nice and dry. I'm going to give it a few minutes. Donna said hottest toddy. I'm pretty sure she meant hottie then. We'll give it a few minutes to cool off. And if you're a member of the Shattered Circle, the tracer will be in your classroom very soon. Oh, girl, if he gave me a dog mug, I'd throw it out back. Y'all know I'm an Alabama fan. Don't mess. Don't mess. Don't mess. I'm going to tape down my little tracer. Yay. Cheers to everybody. Cheers. Whether you're drinking red coffee, white coffee, beer coffee, or Coca-Cola or regular coffee, cheers to you all. Let me take this down. Oh, yeah. Stephen. He's disappeared, Catherine. I don't know where he went. Steve? He's left me. He has abandoned post. All right. I am going to trace. That's okay, Donna. That's funny. Bailey's Irish cream. Oh, see, now I want some Bailey's. Yep. Yes, Wendy, he's Ole Miss, and I'm Alabama, so yeah. Red coffee is red wine in a coffee mug, Elizabeth. All right, let's trace. And I'm just gonna make one line for this little thing so I don't get myself twisted. And then let's do our little cap. And I'll trace around my ornament and around my ornament. Y'all, the girls did so good this week. They have been slamming and jamming, preparing for our Black Friday sale. They worked so hard. I literally had to kick them out right before we went live. I was trying to run payroll, and I was like, y'all got to get out of my hair. They were bugging me. Okay, so we've traced on our ornament shape. red coffee is coffee with a shot of espresso. Where are you from? Yep, cheers. We are going to paint the whole thing. No, JC, it doesn't appear automatically. It has, once I'm done here, I'll make a supply list to give to Sherry. And Sherry is traveling, so it may take a hot minute to get inside the classroom, but it should be there as soon as possible. There is a process. It has to be, the videos have to be edited and all that stuff. So it's not going to happen automatically, but it shouldn't be terrible long. All right. All right, yeah, and Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so there's that. All right, so this is, I forgot to tell you, didn't I? Well, I do, Margaret. This is metallic teal. This is the dazzling metallics, so it's going to be super fun and shiny. Will you grab the plug-in for the iPad and plug my phone in? Catherine's already told me twice, and if she has to tell me again, she's going to whoop me next week. Thanks for the sprinkles. All right, so I'm going to take this metallic teal, and we're just going to base coat. It's going to take more than one. I'm going to base coat the, here, hang on, let me get plugged in. If you'll throw the plug under. Thank you, love. And thank you. Perfect. We're plugged in, y'all. And it's probably in your classroom, is my guess. Has anybody seen the last day? All right, I gotta be quiet because my hands are a little crazy today and I don't want to mess up the shape. So I can't talk. I can't talk. Hang on, let me go around very carefully. And around. What are you looking for?
No, I left my glasses up here somewhere.
Oh, I haven't seen them. Did you look in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Because that's where you were painting. Steve's been painting for me. Bathroom walls. And I think I'm going to have to get a different brush for this teeny tiny little space because my hands are a little shaky today. And I know I do have to hold my mouth right too, so there's that. All right, let me get a smaller brush so that I don't make a boo-boo. I'm gonna get right down into that point. Ugh, I really have to hold my, oh, see? I messed up. Hang on, let me see if I can get it off. There we go. Oh, I was just about to say I have to hold my breath right at that point, and then I just went right there and messed it up. It'll be all right. Walnuts. And we're going to gift this. We haven't gifted in a while because I've just been so crazy busy. But if you are watching and you sprinkle and let people know you're watching, or that you do watch, or that they should come watch, or that kind of stuff, just sprinkle the love and then let me know you sprinkled, and we will gift this cute little ornament to someone who does the sprinkles. All right, I'm going to stop right there. We're going to do our cap in silver. All right, so there's that. Let's get it dry because metallics do pull easy. So let's get this coat dry and do it again. Sprinkle away, Marla. I'll have a sip while we dry. I know I held it wrong that 1 minute, didn't I, Amy? Okay. We'll let that cool a second. And then we'll do a second coat. I think while we're waiting on that, I'm gonna get a little bit of black because I wanna do a silver topper. And I think I need to do just a tiny bit of black underneath the silver so it pops. Actually, I think I'll do gray. Won't be so hard to cover if I do gray. Oops. Oh, black in my hand. This is slate gray. Any gray, it's just gonna be an undercoat color. So any gray will work. I'm gonna do that little topper. Did you find him?
Not yet.
Did you look in the car?
What?
My car? When did you realize you didn't have them? Stephen has lost his
Before
glasses.
we went on our adventure last night.
Before our adventure?
Yeah, I drove home from here without my glasses.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. Because
They'll turn up.
they will. I'm going to go around this little piece too with my gray. That's the little loop for your ribbon. The little ornament loop. I was on a scavenger hunt last night. We went to all 3 Hobby Lobbies in our area looking for some stuff because I couldn't find enough of it for what I was wanting. And so we literally went to 3 Hobby Lobbies last night. He was having so much fun, right? No, not this time, Caroline. Normally, yes, but not this time. Psst, psst, psst. All right, I'm gonna grab, I need a block. I need a block for my hand. And let's do another coat. Steve had a great time. He is suffering a little because his feet hurt and they still hurt. And he has an ingrown toenail, which is kind of gross, but. So let's get a second coat of this teal color. And I am going, while it's wet, I want to add in, I'm going to stop at the top. I'll do the bottom half in just a second. I want it to still have a little wetness to it. And we're going to use this. Ice blue again. Oh, we still have some on our plates. I'm going to use a little bit of that. And what I'm going to do is just take my brush and just kind of dab it into the ice blue. Just on one corner. And then I'm going to just kind of run it around one side. All right, to give our ornament a little bit of dimension. Well, maybe I need to let it dry. It's too dark. All right, we'll go ahead and do the whole thing. We'll let it dry and then come back and do that highlighting. All right, let's do the bottom. Yeah, he is in pain. Like literally, I thought he was gonna cry. He is suffering. All right, second coat. I'm gonna get my little baby brush again. And we'll do that point, we'll get it dry, and then we'll come back and do that little bit of highlighting. And I have to hold my mouth right. Have to hold my mouth right. All right, let's get that dry. Thank goodness for heat guns and blow dryers, right? That's what I said, Jane. He needs a pedicure. Yeah, mine are, the Hobby Lobbies, there are, this looks lopsided. There are 4 in my general vicinity. And the furthest one is about 40 minutes from me. And the closest one is in my little town. And we went to all of them, didn't we, honey? Give it to all of them. He was like, this is so much fun. He did not enjoy it, but he was sweet. It's not true? He said it's not true. He did. He did enjoy it. While that's cooling off, I'm going to grab my silver, and this is sterling silver. We're going to put a little sterling silver on the little cap. Hour and a half. Catherine, I would lose my mind. I will lose my mind. Now, I don't go into the store much, but I do like send people. I do like send some of the girls from the warehouse sometimes. Julie Joyce has gone and picked up stuff for me before. I like to order online, but yesterday was a whole nother ball game because we were on a mission. And it was a fruitful mission, was it not, sir?
Oh my gosh.
It was fruitful.
We even got supper for tonight.
We did. We got supper and we had lots of leftovers. So now we have supper for tonight. All right, so that was sterling silver. Now let's try that highlight again with the ice blue. I'm gonna offload some of the excess of the darker blue so it doesn't overblend. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that ice blue just on the corner. And let's see if we can highlight this sucker a little. There we go. Just on one side. Just get a little bit of a lighter color. It kind of really makes it pop. Let's get a little more and do the bottom. Voila. Let me see if you can see that. Can you tell what I did there? Looks good. Looks good. And I now think I'm going to rub that off. I don't have any black metallic, but I'm going to put just a tiny bit of black on my plate and just use the smallest amount to give myself a little shadow on the other side. All right, still using that dirty brush. I'm just going to get some of the excess off. I'm going to get the tiniest amount of black. So I'm going to hit the corner into the black, and then I'm going to swish back and forth. Swish. I'm going to be pretty swishy. And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to make the lightest little bit of black. I think I over swished. Hang on. The tiniest bit of black. And we'll come around the opposite side. And we'll hit, well, I can't hit the silver thing at the top because it's still wet. But that really gives it dimension. Can you see that? A little light on one side, a little dark on the other, really makes it pop. So now I think what I'm going to do, thinking about pearl stripes or, okay, let me show you what I brought. I'm second guessing myself now. Thank you for the sprinkles because I brought these bugles and I brought some of these, that's not what I want. I brought some of these silver line crystal seed beads and some of these silver bugle beads. So I was kind of thinking about like making it have that little center ribbon. You know what I'm talking about? Where you would kind of just put that stripe of silver across the middle there. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do that or not. This is so pretty just like it is, but we got to add some pizzazz somewhere. We can't just be original. We can't be plain. Cannot be plain, but this is so pretty. It's so tempting just to leave it like it is, but we're not doing that. So we're going to use vitrigraph in the end. I have a big plan for vitrigraph. While we're thinking about it, let me paint my ribbon. And I think I'm just going to use some of this taupe to paint my ribbon, and then we'll outline it so it's obvious that it's a ribbon. So let's get a little taupe on our little liner brush, and we'll just come right up and right up and right off the edge of the page, edge of the canvas. So that's our ribbon. All right, let's hit that with a dryer because our silver is still wet. Well, I think I'm going too windy. I think we're going to do like a little line of glittery beautiness across the fat part of the ornament. Let's see what happens. And I think I'm going to start with white because we need something to block out the blue. Should have thought about that before, but that's okay. It is what it is. I'm going to get a little bit of white and let's make a little line of color. Hang on. Got it everywhere. Don't want to make a mess, a bigger mess. It's pretty. And I think I'm just going to make a little bit of a line, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a curve so that, and this is just my undercoat, I'm going to give it a little bit of a curve so it kind of follows the curve of the ornament. Okay, so we're going to give it a little bit of a downward curve. I got to get my hand right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm trying to decide. I'm like, I'm going to go right here and just we'll make it a little fatter too. I'm just trying to adjust, see exactly what I want to do. So can you tell that I've kind of given it a little bit of a downward curve? I'm trying to kind of keep it the width of my bugle beads. Just a slight curve. Let me see if I can straighten it up a bit. I know that I really had to hold my mouth right for that one. All right, I think that's good until I've messed it up again. All right, let's get that dry and then put a little more, then we'll put some pearl on. Just craziness tonight. I'd probably bite my tongue off, Marla. All right, another quick coat of white, then we'll put the pearl on top. We just want to hide as much of that blue as we can. I can't talk when I'm doing this, y'all. Let's go to the side. I need to take a deep breath. Deep breath. Oh, Steve's taking a deep breath too. All right, let's get that dry. Shouldn't take but a sec. We're not going to add pearl. We're going to add silver. I'm sorry, because our seed beads that I want to do are silver. So we're going to do. They're not silver though. Let me think. Wish I kind of had a platinum color. Hang on one second, y'all. Let me see if I can find the right color, because silvery silver is not going to cut it.
Can I help?
Nope. I found something that is taupe. Maybe I should mix the taupe and, let's see, champagne. Found it. Oh no, this is kind of yellowy. Hang on, y'all. I gotta figure it out. Yeah, this will do it. Champagne. This is metallic as well. It's champagne. Let's try that. If it sucks, we'll change. Oh golly, that was a lot. That was a lot. Let's rinse. He did not find it. Did you find your glasses?
No.
He did not. I think he may have given up. All right, so let's try. I'm going to put some of these seed beads on my palette or on my canvas and decide, no. Let me, hang on, y'all. I'm being crazy. I'm being a little cuckoo. Let me try. I'm trying to decide. I'm going with the metallic taupe. I think it's our best bet. Or not. Oh, I'm trying to go in the wrong color every time. Actually, I'm using champagne, just so you know. It's just a little bit lighter than the taupe. I don't really like it. It's not as, we're gonna work with it, right? We're gonna work with it. I'm gonna try something else. We're just gonna futz. Who futzes? Do you guys futz? Do you futz with things? Are you a futzer?
Me?
No, I'm talking to you. I'm gonna put a little bit of silver on this end and pull it towards the center. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of pearl. I've got all the metallics here, y'all. All of the metallics. A little bit of pearl. Let's get it off the bottle that I just spilled. We're gonna do it on this side and bring it this way. This is pearl, or metallic white, pearl white. Whoops. So, let me see. I'm getting like color where I don't want color. Oops. All right, I need to blow dry this because I'm getting too many blendies, but I need to get these beads off, or we all know what's gonna happen if I don't get these beads off. They're gonna be all over the place. We'll be finding these beads for a month. All right, let me put the top back on. Let's get this dry real quick, and then we'll futz some more. That's right, and that's kind of what's happening right now, right? It's like, futz a little more, add a little this, add a little that. This is why I never give supply lists up front, too, because I never know. I never know. Literally anything could happen, right? All right, I'm gonna grab a tiny bit of black on my brush, and I'm talking the tiniest. And on the same side we did the black on our ornaments, I'm gonna hit with, hang on. I'm gonna hit the same side of the little ornaments cap, right? Let's rinse a little. Yeah, Facebook's been a little cuckoo lately, haven't they? Just a wee bit cuckoo. So I'm gonna get a little bit of white, and we'll come this way with a little bit of white. Come up our string. We're gonna mostly highlight that with our pen, but we'll add a little bit of white there. Maybe a little bit of white. Here and there. Trying to decide. I can't decide. Can't decide what I like. You know, I don't know why I'm overthinking this, because we both know, we all know that I'm gonna be putting beads on that. So let's walk away, right? Let's stop, all right? I'm gonna draw this and we'll make decisions. The glass bits and the vitrigraph is gonna be the piece de resistance for this one. Okay, I'm gonna take my pen. We may do something else to this. I'm undecided at this point, but for now, I'm gonna take my little graphic pen and we're gonna do a little outlining. And I'm gonna start with my string and just give it a little outline to help define the string. We'll outline the little loop-de-loop, our little capper. Put a little line or two in that. Then we'll come around, and I like short, quick strokes. So I'm going to come around and around and around, round, round. I'm not ever like outlining, like making it like a coloring book outline. I like it off balance, a little jaggedy, a little irregular, never perfect. Perfect is boring. So let's do our little band. All right. Pen. Look at the difference. The pen is from Hobby Lobby. It's called Master's Touch Graphic Illustration Pen, and it is black, size. That one's a 3 because my 5 is busted. All right, now, here's what I'm gonna do. I wanna use these bugle beads along here, but I wanna micromanage them just a wee bit. So we're gonna use a little glue instead of mixing our resin up yet, because I just feel like it might take me longer than I want it to do the beads. And where's my glue? Where's my glue? Where's my glue? Here's the glue. It might take me longer than I want it to, so if we mix resin, I might take too long. So I'm just gonna add a bit of glue right in my little band. Not much, just a tiny amount to hold your beads in line. Let's put that there. Now, I'm gonna get a clean plate. A clean plate. We are going to dump some of these bugle beads into our plate. because I know, I don't know if I can do it. I don't I want to add them. I was gonna try to line them up, but I think we're just gonna put them on. I'm not gonna try to micromanage them, even though part of me wants to. Part of me wants to, and part of me is like, are you crazy? Let's just get them on. Let's just get on as many as we can, pile them up. Maybe a smidge more glue. Yeah, I have man hands, y'all. Tweezers in my hands are not appropriate. It's like, I just can't do little fine, baby, teeny tiny things. I did want to line them up. Wanted to line them up, but I don't think I have it in me. I don't think I have it in me. And we will add more when we do our resin if we can. All right, I'm just gonna do my very best to get as many on there as I can for now. And we'll micromanage it a little more later. But this is going to be gorgeous. I feel it already because I know what's about to happen too. All right, I'm gonna show you. Come here, you old booger.
Me?
No. Are you an old booger?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So look at that, y'all. That looks like those crusty, old-timey ornaments, don't it? Yes, that would definitely drive me crazy, Angela. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put this away. Here is our fun stuff, okay? I'm gonna show you what we're doing, but it was glue. It was glue, honey. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do, but then I'm gonna take it off and we're gonna resin and then put it back, okay? So remember the vase. If you're in the shattered circle, this is the vase that I used, the vase glass that I used for our little Christmas tree. It's mercury on the inside and this pearly white on the outside. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add like a little ribbon right under the string. We're gonna do like this and add our own little cut ribbon. We cut out of vase glass. And then we're gonna add some vitrigraph. Look at that. Oh, we're gonna add some bits of vitrigraph pieces. I'm gonna do 3 because you know I like odd numbers. So we'll do a little there, and a little there coming down. And then I have this round bead that actually I'll have to squeeze that in. But then I have that blue and silver pearly iridescent bead that we're gonna add in the middle of our bow, all right? But before we do that, this will be a lot easier to manage once we have resin on our little piece, okay? So let's just do that. And I'm literally going to make a 1/2 ounce of resin. I don't even think we'll need that. See, these are rolly. This is why, look, this is why when I do beads, I normally put them on after a resin because they won't stay still. Even with glue, it's hard to glue everywhere. But we'll manage that after we mix our resin. So let me grab a cup and we're gonna mix a 1/2 ounce total, which is 1/4 ounce hardener and 1/4, thank you, 1/4 ounce hardener, 1/4 ounce resin. So let me get my cup and find it, 1/4 ounce. And I think this is gonna be way excessive. We probably only need 1/4 ounce, but we're gonna mix it anyway. And if we have left over, we'll figure something out. All right, who's ready? Y'all ready? There is our cup. Let me get, this is the vitrigraph. If you're just here, the blue vitrigraph, the strings, that I'm using. It's vitrigraph from JL Glass Designs. They have a Facebook page, a website, and they're on Etsy. Light Aqua Blue. So beautiful. So beautiful. So I need gloves. Glove. And I'm going to get that out of my way a little. I'm not even going to use those. The bugle beads are fantastical. I'm falling in love with those. Those come from Hobby Lobby as well. Thank you. We're going to be gifting this. So as a reminder, if you have friends that you think would enjoy this process, either now or like later on, I would love it if you would let your friends know that we're here. We're making fun art pieces. Where's my hardener? We're making fun art pieces, and all you have to do is sprinkle. Let them know that you're here watching and that they should come and join, or they should follow the page, that kind of stuff. And everybody who does that, come back and tell me that you sprinkled the love. And we'll draw a name and we'll gift this on Monday. All right, it is a holiday weekend, so we'll be gifting on La Monday. It's going to be a very nice, fun piece to be gifted. All right, so Catherine is going to time, my little timer girl, and we're going to stir this gently for 3, right, Wendy? I don't know what I would do. We're going to stir this gently for 3 minutes. Okay, you are right. Let's send them a strongly worded letter. Stir for 3 minutes. Scrape the sides of your little cup. Scrape across the bottom. Thank you for the sprinkles. We'll put your name in the hat. So we're going to do this for 3 minutes because that's what it takes, okay? Never short yourself. Always do the 3-minute mix and always scrape the sides, scrape your stick, scrape the bottom, just to ensure that your mix is properly blended well, okay? So, anybody have any questions about this so far? Anybody have any questions? Yes, and if you're a member, please be patient with this little art piece because it is a holiday weekend and Sherry is traveling as well. And so it might not get uploaded into your classroom like super, super, super fast. Just be patient, please. That's all. It's a holiday. The pearly vase glass came from my house. I do not know where it came from originally. I'm going to guess Home Goods, but I had the vase in my house forever and it got broken. So I just brought it up here for us to use. So I would just encourage you to look at vases at Home Goods or Hobby Lobby, get Goodwill, garage sales, that sort of stuff. I'm using Art Resin, which is a resin product specifically made for art projects. Oh, perfect, Lisa. Yeah, you could totally make this ornament in whatever color you want. Any old color. You could do red with a gold band. You could do green. Yeah, use what you have. I'm all about that. Use what you have. Here's a gnat. I don't know where a gnat came from in this place, but there's a gnat. Stir, stir, stir. The brand name is Art Resin. Art Resin. All one word. A-R-T-R-E-S-I-N. Art Resin. I don't have a labeled bottle or I would show you. What green? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Thank you, Catherine. All right, I'm gonna give it one last scrape. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sprinkle it over my little bugle beads first. Make sure we get that covered really well because we wanna add more. We wanna add more. Yes, we do, yes, we do. All right, and then we'll squish these down. We'll give it one more little drizz. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle some on the rest of the canvas. And I'm gonna use my fingers real quick to just kind of spread that around all the way to my edge. We're gonna save some for our other bits. We would love it if you make one, and you know what else we would love? If you decide to try and make one, if you would give us a little shout out and say and tell us you know, it was our artwork and you tried it on your own, just a little bit of credit. We would love that. It helps us and it helps you. If you would just note that when you post. And you can post it on our Art Shattered page too. We would love to see your creation, your idea, your version. So totally would love it. That's why we're here. All right, so we've got all of this covered all the way around. Now I'm gonna grab a paper towel and try to get this off my fingers so we can do other things. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do, and I've changed my mind because I do have this round donut bead that I want to put here, okay? That's like my little loop-de-loop. So we're going to put our ribbon underneath. And what I'm going to do to make sure it sticks really nicely, I'm going to put a dot of resin on the back and the front. Just a little dot, just so it's like buttered on both sides. And then I'm gonna lay my little ribbon, and we'll do it again with the other piece. Just get a little, it's like buttering both sides, right? Buttering both sides. And let's snug it right up to that bead. Come on, be still. And then we'll do the other piece. Whoops, golly. Both sides. And let's finish our little bow. Both sides. Oh, that's got a little sharp piece on it. I thought I honed that. I'm going to lower this just a smidge. Come on, man. I'm going to grab my little bead. This is like the center of my bow. I'm going to drop that right in. So let me see. I'm fumble fingering it right now. Let's drop that bead right in the middle, right under our little donut bead. Come on, man. Get it together. Get it together. It takes some work for these little fumble fingers, but we'll get there. Look at that. There we go. Now I'm going to take a little bit of resin and just drizzle. I did put resin on the top and bottom, but I'm going to just add a smidge more, just less, especially on the edges, to let it run down. All right, now, hang on, I got hair in my mouth and resin on my hand. Now I'm going to take this vitrigraph. This is my favorite piece. Look how curvy it is. I'm just gonna get some resin on my fingers and I'm gonna run it down this piece. This kind of helps solidify. It kind of helps like harden it a little because this glass can be very fragile. And so we're just gonna add the resin to it to make sure it helps keep it from breaking a little. And look at that. Oh, let's get another piece. Let's just get a little vitrigraph on our fingers. Let's strengthen that a little. And I'm gonna put this piece right there as well. There we go. Oh my goodness. And this last piece, I love it. It's very three-dimensional. Let's get a little resin. And I'm gonna make this one come upward. We're gonna hit that right in the middle, layer down, and let that piece kind of form upward. All right, I'm gonna take these gloves off because I do wanna add more seed beads. And if I need to get more gloves later, I can do that. I'm gonna add a bit more of these bugle beads to the top. This is so pretty, y'all. You have just got to see this. I'm gonna just add a few. I can micromanage them with my little bead awl, my bead tool. But it doesn't need a whole lot of micromanaging. Let's see. This turned out really nice. Now I want to do all the colors. Now I want to do a metallic green, a metallic red. Now I want to do all the things. Let's drizzle a little bit more. I'm going to try not to. Let me put this on my hand. I don't want to get resin all over my fingers. Add a little bit more of resin. I'm going to get it on my vitrigraph too. Just kind of follow that strand. It's going to help strengthen it and keep it from breaking. Just come down, especially where it's touching the canvas. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to show y'all this up close and personal. This is spectacular. This is so pretty. Let's hit this with our heat gun real quick, and then we'll decide if it needs anything else. So heat gun, yes, all the colors. Heat gun, pop those bubbles. Pop, 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 pop. Y'all, oh my goodness. I'm somewhat tempted to add some beads to the ornament itself, but y'all, I want you to see this up close and personal, okay? You've got to see this up close. Look at this. I'm gonna tilt it a little. I'm gonna wait till my laptop catches up. This, look at that. This might be my most favorite piece I've made in so long. And it's so simple. I think we need to make one of these in every color. Oh, me too, Elena. Is that not gorgeous? The bugle beads, to me, my mother still has some old ornaments from the 60s, and that's what that reminds me of. Do you have some of those old vintage ornaments that have that rustic, like textured silver stuff on it? That is just gorgeous. I love this. I love this so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Love it. Love it. I want to make them all now. Right? And I only used 1/4 of an ounce of resin. I told you I mixed too much. I only used 1/4 of an ounce of resin. This is spectacular.